Hi, thank you for joining us for the Girl Scouts of Western New York Patch Programs presented by the Girl Scouts of Western New York. By the end of this webinar, we hope you'll be able to explain the difference between a patch and a badge, find the resources for completing Girl Scouts of Western New York patch programs, identify Girl Scouts of Western New York patch programs that are appropriate for your grade level, and create connections between patch requirements and other elements in the national program portfolio, such as journeys and badges. So what is a patch program? A patch program is a set of thematically grouped activities. For example, if you had a chocolate lovers patch program, all of the activities would be about chocolate. So you might visit a chocolate factory, learn how to make chocolate, do a tasting, make some recipes, research the history of chocolate. You get the idea. When girls complete the required number of activities, they can earn a patch, which can be purchased. A patch program differs from participation patches, which are generally given for simply participating. So if your troop has a roller skating party and you choose to give out roller skating patches, or your service unit does a mother-daughter tea and all of the girls who participate get a teapot patch, those are given simply for showing up. A Girl Scouts of Western New York patch program has specific activities to complete in order to earn the patch. So how is a patch different from a badge? A badge is a formal GSUSA earned award. Badges are available for Brownie through Ambassador Girl Scouts. You can find badge options and requirements in the Girl's Guide to Girl Scouting. These are called legacy badges, as well as badge packs that can coordinate with each journey. Girls may wear badges on the front of their sashes or vests. Now, a patch is something that shows girls' involvement in a variety of events or activities, but it's not a formal GSUSA earned award. As we've already discussed, patches may be given for participation or upon completion of a patch program. Girls may wear patches on the back of their sashes or vests. So why would your girls want to do a patch program? It's a great way to incorporate some variety into your troop activities. First, you could use it to take a side trip to further an interest started with a journey or a badge activity. For example, maybe your girls are doing the Brownie Wonders of Water journey, and they're really excited about it and want to learn more about the waterways in your area. Well, you'll see we have 2 patch programs that are all about Western New York water. You can take a break from other earned awards. Maybe you've just completed a badge or a journey, and the girls just want to do something different. It's a great way to incorporate field trips. Because the patch programs are all about our local community, there are great opportunities for field trips. You can make a connection with a service project or a take action project. And don't forget, remember to keep it girl led. We're asking, why would your girls want to do a patch program? So introduce the idea of a patch program and bring them all the different requirements, or maybe talk to them about how maybe this or this patch would be a good way to continue something you've already learned. You definitely want to get their interest and enthusiasm right from the start. Girl Scouts of Western New York patch programs are patches that have been created for girls to earn something that's unique to their own area, whether it's the environment, historical events, or famous people that lived in that area. And it's cool because each council's own patches are different. No one else in the nation has the Girl Scouts of Western New York patch programs. So if the girls earn patches and then they meet troops from other areas, they would have an opportunity to show off things that are unique to Western New York. The information on all of our patch programs and their requirements can be found in the Forms section on our website under Program Forms and Resources. So as we go through each of the patch programs, don't worry about jotting them down. You can always reference them on our website. So let's get started. We've grouped the patches thematically, so we're going to start with looking at some that are about Western New York history. And those include the Iroquois Confederacy, the Lewiston Bicentennial of the War of 1812, Niagara Heritage, and the PanAmerican Exposition. All of these patches generally have a connection to the It's Your World, Change It journey series, because those are focused on looking at your community. and are also related to the Legacy Citizen Badge because those also look at the community and history. This isn't an exhaustive list, and you can certainly make connections with other badges or journeys, but these seem to fit the most naturally together. So the Iroquois Confederacy Patch Program is designed for Brownies through Ambassador Girl Scouts, and in this patch you'll learn how the Iroquois Confederacy of Nations was formed and which 6 first American nations were a part of the Confederacy. Some activities that girls can choose from would be to visit a first American reservation, to read some of the myths or legends of the 6 nations, and to learn how to make corn husk dolls. The Lewiston Bicentennial of the War of 1812 is designed for Brownie through Ambassador Girl Scouts. It's the newest patch that was created as part of the 100th anniversary celebration as well as the Bicentennial of Lewiston's War of 1812. The main focus here is that girls will understand the significance that the town of Lewiston in Niagara County played in the War of 1812. So some of the activities that they'll be able to choose from include creating a song or poem about the history of Lewiston, visiting Old Fort Niagara and creating a scrapbook of your trip, or imagine living here in Lewiston in 1812 during the war and writing a journal entry. Next, the Niagara Heritage Patch, which is designed for daisies through Ambassador Scouts, and this is all about the rich heritage of the people and events of the Niagara region of our area. So they'll learn about everything from the Tuscarora Tribe of Nations, Red Jacket, Millard Fillmore, Mark Twain, and of course Niagara Falls. And a big part of this patch is planning a field trip to the Niagara area, which would include a visit to Niagara Falls and also a cultural field trip. The girls can learn about Niagara Falls daredevils and prepare recipes that could have been made by early settlers to the region. The PanAmerican Exposition Patch is for juniors through Ambassador Scouts. And if you didn't know, Buffalo was the site of the 1901 PanAmerican Exposition. And at the time, Buffalo was this booming metropolis. And it's so exciting that we were chosen for that area because it leaves behind an incredible historical legacy. So they're going to learn about the significance of this event. For example, some of the activities they can do: research a building from the exposition and create a model of it. They can design an ad for a new Pan Am exposition. They could write a short story that takes place at the 1901 Pan Am. And they can also research the roles that women played at the Pan Am expositions as opposed to the World's Fairs. Now, the next theme we have here is Girl Scout history, and as part of that theme we have the Girl Scouts of Western New York Archives Patch Program, and this has connections to the Legacy Girl Scout Ways badge. So our Archives Patch Program is designed for all levels of Scouts, Daisy through Ambassador Scouts, and this is a special program to learn more about the history of Girl Scouting and to start thinking about the future of Girl Scouting. So they'll learn about Juliet Gordon Low. They'll learn about Girl Scout traditions, games that have been played through the years. They'll check out activities from badges from the 1920s, and they'll also have an opportunity to interview women who have been active in Girl Scouting for over 25 years. Our next set of patches focuses on the influence Western New York had on social change. And those patches are Freedom Seekers and Freedom's Rights. And these have connections to the It's Your World, Change It Journey series, as well as the Citizen Legacy Badge. Freedom Seekers is designed for Brownie through Ambassador Girl Scouts, and it focuses on the specific role that the city of Buffalo and the surrounding communities played as part of the Underground Railroad. So some of the activities girls could choose from would be to tour Underground Railroad sites, to learn about the codes used by the Underground Railroad and create their own code, reading an autobiography of a former slave, and learning songs that were important to slaves. Freedom's Rights is also designed for Brownie through Ambassador Girl Scouts, and it focused more broadly on the role that Western New York played in women's rights and the Underground Railroad. So they're going to learn about women as effective leaders and as role models, as well as the role that all of Western New York played in the Underground Railroad. Some of the activities that girls can choose from are creating a skit, recreating a famous moment in women's history. They can learn about life in the early 1900s and try bread making or making soap, weaving on a loom, or other activities. And they can research women who paved the way in sports. Our next set of patches focuses on our local environment, and these are Buffalo Waterways and Erie Canal Ecology. These patches have connections to the It's Your Planet Love It Journey series, the Naturalist Legacy Badge, as well as the Science and Technology Badge from the It's Your World Change It series. Buffalo Waterways is designed for Brownie through Ambassador Scouts and is all about the richness of our local natural waterways. They will learn about hydroelectric power, commerce and shipping on Lake Erie, and how weather is shaped by the Great Lakes. Some of the activities that they can choose from include learning songs about the Erie Canal, creating a model of a boat that navigates Lake Erie, and visiting the hydroelectric power station. Erie Canal Ecology is designed for junior Girl Scouts only, and they're going to learn more about the species that are indigenous to New York waterways, as well as some of the exotic foreign species that have cropped up in the Erie Canal. Some of the activities that girls will be able to choose from include learning about 3 exotic species that were introduced into the canal, creating a game to teach brownies about the waterways, and researching careers at the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Our next set of patches regards historical women in Western New York, and these are the Susan B. Anthony and Belva Lockwood patches. There are connections here to the It's Your World Change It Journey series, as well as the Citizen Legacy Badge. The Susan B. Anthony Patch Program is obviously focused on the life of Susan B. Anthony. It's designed for junior through Ambassador Girl Scouts. You'll learn about the 19th Amendment, or the Susan B. Anthony Amendment, which was ratified in 1920. And part of the requirements for this patch include a visit to the Susan B. Anthony home in Rochester. So it's great that we have such a historical site to visit that's right within our council boundaries. So some of the activities that girls can choose from include learning more about Susan B. Anthony's life before she entered politics, playing games that were popular when she was alive, and wondering what causes she would support today. Next, we have the Belva Lockwood patch. It's designed for brownies through Ambassador Girl Scouts. Belva Lockwood ran for president in 1884, and supposedly she said, "I didn't lose, I set a precedent, and every time a woman sets a precedent, she wins a victory." So she was obviously an incredible person, and again, it's remarkable that she is from Western New York. So some of the activities girls can choose from include visiting her memorial markers that are in Middleport in Niagara County, making a poster that she might have used during her election campaign, and learning about women who are involved in politics today. And now we have some other patch programs that maybe don't fall into one particular category, and those include the Blue Rose Foundation patch, Stories in Stone, and the White House Connection. The Blue Rose Foundation patch is for girls of all grade levels, and it is based on the book and play The Blue Rose, which focuses on Jenny, a girl with differing abilities. Daisies through juniors will develop a deeper understanding of differing abilities and better understand that everyone has strengths and weaknesses. And here there are connections to the It's Your World Change It journey, and the girls will have an opportunity to explore what it really means to be a good friend. Cadets through Ambassadors are going to look at developmental disabilities, how they are exemplified through the arts, through a story or a musical or theater, and here there's a great connection to the It's Your Story, Tell It journey, since it's all about telling a story. So they're going to learn more about the crafting of writing a book, as well as changing attitudes toward disabilities. Stories in Stone is a very unique patch. It is designed for Daisies for Ambassador Scouts, and it focuses on the Mount Hope Cemetery, which is in Rochester. And it's a National Historic Site, and there are many famous men and women that are buried in the cemetery. So it was kind of a new idea when it came about, and we're very lucky that it is within our council boundaries, so we have an opportunity to visit. Some of the activities that girls will be able to choose from include they research one woman that is buried in the cemetery, and then they create a coloring book about that woman. They write a rap or a song about that person. They can plan a Victorian tea, and they can learn about different memorial symbols that appeared in Victorian cemeteries. And here the connection is to the It's Your Story Tell It journey, the Citizen Legacy Badge, but also depending on how many artistic type activities they pursue, it could also be connected to the Artist Legacy Badge. Finally, we have the White House Connection patch, which is designed for junior through Ambassador Girl Scouts, and it's really looking to answer the questions that what do Western New York and the White House have in common? And we'll see how there are touch points with Presidents Millard Fillmore, Grover Cleveland, William McKinley, and Theodore Roosevelt. So there are connections here to the It's Your World Change It journey and the Citizen Legacy Badge. Some of the activities that girls can pursue include visiting unique sites in Buffalo that are related to the presidents, creating the front page of a newspaper regarding an incident about a president when he was visiting in Buffalo, or creating a travel guide to presidential sites in Buffalo. Now that you've heard about these great patches, you might want to know, how do you buy them? All the patches can be purchased from any one of the Girl Scouts of Western New York Council shops. All patches cost $2 per patch, and if you have questions about the kind of pursuing the patches, you can contact our programs department. You also might wonder if you can do patch programs from other councils, and as long as they have opened participation to other councils, absolutely yes. Our patch programs are on our website, so anyone who comes to visit our area could check them out and do them, and you can do the same thing. If there's an area of the country the girls want to learn more about, take a look at the patch programs from the local council. This is also great if your girls are going to be traveling anywhere to learn more about the area that they will be going to. You'll need to check with that particular council regarding purchasing the patches, and you'll want to find that out in advance before you start doing the patch. Hopefully you've discovered that patch programs are a fun way to add variety to troop activities. There are patch programs that are available for girls at all grade levels, and they have links to journey and badge activities. Don't forget, all patch programs can be found on the Girl Scouts of Western New York website in the Forms Library. And remember, if you have any questions, you can always contact our programs department. Have a great day.